move my chair. Oh, I just gotta bend over down here. Girl, turn around and sign like this. There you go. Oh, girl, you're in for a treat today. I got so many new words that I've learned. My friend David Tennant told me to do something. Because he's had diarrhea. That's a very violent stomach upset, right? Yeah. So how do you do? So how do you have like diarrhea? Right? So what's this? You're asking the deaf person to tell you, right? Yes. You don't know what you're fucking doing, do you? She's meant to be helping you, not you helping her. He doesn't understand. No. We only are the only other hard of hearing or my deaf friends? Where are they? 2. Great. Big round of applause for everybody. Shut up! No, you don't woo and you don't clap because they can't fucking hear you. Show them how to do it. Teach them. Don't woo! He's saying thank you, so you all say this. Ready? You say welcome. So, look. You're welcome. Oh, I love you all. You know why? Because we're all here to have a fucking good time, right? So, nice to be back. Most of you don't know, my husband and I have a house here. I'm not telling you where we have it. What? Shut up! You have no idea! And you're not invited! Unless you're hung like a donkey! He's just shit himself. So, how many of you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Great. How many of you don't? Get the fuck out. No. So you know that the airline kind of lost my bag, right? What? They put it on another aircraft. Yeah, this was in there. No. I know. I was shitting sparkles. I was so scared. And I tweeted and I, put on Instagram about my bag, and everyone's like, why are you so upset about your bag? Because there's other problems in the world. Fuck you, the TARDIS suit's in it! That's a big problem! And there's like $4,000 worth of Swarovski crystals on the goddamn thing! And I don't want it to go to Boise, Idaho! So anyway, long story short, they got that to me, okay? And it took a little while, but I made the plane, but my bag didn't, right? However, what made me so upset was a couple of instances that happened a couple of weeks before. What? Are you gonna get up here and do the fucking show, or am I? She's like, the seat, yes. The weekend before, I'm taking off from Palm Springs, okay? And I'm fortunate that I'm able to sit in the front, right? And I love it, and I never, ever take it for granted, except for this one time. I sit down in the front, I'm like talking to the guy next to me, going, yeah, I love your shirt, it's great. Down the runway, we take off, hit a bit of bumps, Palm Springs, no problem. I put the seat to go back and it goes, the whole thing collapsed underneath me. The bottom end shot out the front. The guy looked at me and went, are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay, but the fucking seat isn't. I sat in the front of the aircraft in the bulkhead behind me, facing down the whole airplane like this. On takeoff, as we're climbing. And the flight attendants I can hear them in the back and going, did you sunbathe this morning? Yeah, it was great. So anyway, so that happened. They made me sit in another seat, which was fine, but I went into the back, which was one seat left. Right? In the middle. No, it's a seat, no problem, but I said to them, you better bring my dinner back to me. You better bring the cookies. You better bring the drinks. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, really? This is a full fare ticket. So what did I do? I sat back between two lovely ladies. I gave them my dinner, my cookies, and all my drinks. I got them so drunk. No. Tag team signers. You do really well in the gay world, both of you. Yeah. Not by signing, but by tag teaming. Anyway, diarrhea. It's my show! I'll be the funny one! Who would I like to see win overall? I don't know what's happened, okay? But as we all probably would have, we would love to see Jon Snow and Daenerys. Okay, that's what I'd like, and then, or before she like just did him and then left him, Arya, what was his name? In the battle, Gendry. When she did him, I thought, that's it, because he's actually the son, right? Yeah. So those would be my two kind of, if I were writing fan fiction. If I were writing fan fiction, it would be me and Jon Snow. Let me just tell you. But what's really creepy is my sister would be like, put me in the story too. Ooh! It would just be, never mind. It'd be like this. Cersei and Jaime. However, I'd do either of them. Anyway, so now you know where I stand. I'm basically a Game of Thrones slut, okay? Right? Who do you want to, without spoiling anything?
I can't say, because
okay, sit down then, bye. Thank you, love you too. Over this side. Where's my alternate line over here? Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
I was just curious, are you gonna...
I get another one? Let's just get over with it. Turn the lights out. Everyone who's curious, just do something to somebody next to you. Only if they're over 18.
By any chance, will you be in any episode of the last season of Arrow?
I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea. Would you like to see me? Well, get tweeting. Yes, over the side. Thank you, by the way. You're welcome.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Yes.
There is a fan theory that River Song stole her vortex...
Wait, let me sit down on this one.
That River Song stole her vortex manipulator from Captain Jack in the future. So I was wondering, if that were to happen, how would you think that it would go down? Did she seduce him or kick his ass?
I have a third option? What's my third option? I can make it up. I don't think you're ready for that. If it was in the future, I don't think she kicked his ass. I think they did something else to the ass. Because River's a very driven woman, if you know what I mean. She's very motivated, and I'm sure it's not just a gun in her pocket. Like none of you have ever thought that, right? So I don't know, maybe they had some kind of little bit of a fling and she snuck it before he woke up, or she did it. She drugged him, he died, because she knows that he's gonna die and then come back to life in a certain period of time. So she did that, left him there, took it and ran off. Bitch. It's mine. Thank you. Yes, over here.
Hi.
Hi.
I love your panels and
Hey,
stories.
most of you women better get ready to wear one of these the way the government's going at the moment. Women's health care. We need to fight for you ladies, let me tell you. Yes. I don't care whether you're pro or con for the whole issue. No gray-haired old white men should decide for women's health. I'll say that, I'll shut up. It should be women who are debating that, not men. Yes.
My question is, you're great at telling stories. What's your
Wait,
favorite...
just hold it a little closer. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear now?
Oh, I
okay.
can.
So, my question is, you're great at telling stories. What's your favorite story to tell us?
I just love the way she's standing right now. She's using the whole baby as a thing to lean on. My favorite story, I probably haven't told you yet. Would you like to hear it? So Scott and I are down in the bayous in the south, right? And we're driving around, we're having a great little break vacation, and we had rented a Jeep Grand Cherokee at that time because we were thinking about buying one. And we rented it, had, it wasn't like leather kitted out, but it was like cloth seats, but it was a nice one. And we wanted to see how they drove, so we rented it. The night before we'd been out, we'd gone to dinner, and we'd eaten, I think I had chicken fried steak, and I had collard greens, and I had macaroni cheese, I had everything that you could imagine that I love, right? Next morning I get up, we're driving around, we're looking at some houses and things, and the levees and all that kind of stuff, and we're driving, and all of a sudden I went, honey? I'm gonna fart. He went, really? And I'm like, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God! You know what's wrong? I went, I did more than do that. I've been feeling a little upset this morning, and I think I've fallen through. Everything's come out. Chicken fried steak, collard greens, macaroni cheese, mashed potatoes, it's all right there. And he went, oh Jesus, I can, put the windows down. I went, don't, because it'll make things flap and it'll spill everywhere. So I'm driving, I'm now sitting up on the seat, holding myself. I put my feet up on the dashboard. I'm wearing shorts. With tidy brownies on now, not tidy whities. So I'm sitting with both legs up, and I'm like, do you have to hit every frickin' bump? Boom. He's like, I'm trying to find a dirt road. I said, find a normal road. Find a 7-Eleven. I gotta go to the bathroom. It's about to happen again. He went, don't. I went, I wish I could. So he's driving and he's driving. He's like, well, we go down a dirt road and he finds a place, right? He finds a place by like a levee. And he says, are you all right? I'm like, yeah. How do I get out of the car? He's like, when you walk. I said, if I walk, it's going to look like a sludge farm. He said, well, try and walk like a crab. I went, fine. Put the seat back. And he went, I went, no, not that violent. So I get out, literally. Hold me. And I was like that. He's like, okay, you ready? I'm like, yes. Now just unbutton my trousers. Okay, so we got through it. We get them off. I'm stepping out of them. I'm naked from the waist down in the middle of nowhere. And he says, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "Oh my God, did I eat that much last night?" He says, "Just hang him behind you." So I turned and I went, like that. Turned, hung him up there. There was a sign. I turned back around to him and he went, smiled. And I went, "What?" He said, "I'm taking a picture." I said, "What the fuck, you are?" He said, "No, really, you're gonna love it." And I went, "Okay." He said, "Point at him." I went, "Are you serious? What kind of sick fantasy is this that I've never known about? You know I'm not into that." He's like, "Seriously, point at it." So I went. He said, "Come look at the picture." I walked over to the camera, digital camera, I looked at it, and I lost it. You know why I lost it? The sign behind me said, "No dumping." I still have the picture. And I cannot show anybody that picture. Don't say aw. That's really gross. Listen, I'll roll down a hallway with my ass out, but I'm not going to do a no dumping picture, no way. Thank you, my love. Yes, over this side.
Hi.
Hello, fierceness. I'm so sorry Rory let you die.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, yeah, because you're wearing checks. You just wore that for the hell of it?
I just love my home.
Oh, I thought you were being, Miss Pond. Anyway.
I asked everyone.
Everyone went really quiet there. That felt like a ton of bricks, didn't it? That was like shit out of an asshole. Thank you.
I asked everyone this, so sorry.
Just hold it closer to you there.
I asked everyone this, so sorry I'm weird, but I asked everyone this, so sorry that I'm weird.
You asked everyone this?
Yes.
Nothing weird about that.
Okay,
Just boring.
if you could be any animal, whether it be alive or mystical, what would it be and why? I mean, I know what you would choose. I think you choose that.
What would I choose?
A peacock.
No. What would I choose? A who? Wait a minute, one at a time. A bear? No, I can find them at a bar down the street in Palm Springs. A who? No, I wouldn't be Little Pony. Who said over here? Who? A dog? They sniff each other's butts.
How's that different? Shark.
How's that different, you cheeky cow? Love you. Okay. Who? No, I wouldn't be a unicorn. Okay, now I'm gonna answer. You said a shark. You're close. I'd be a dolphin. Just because I think the freedom of, like, swimming is I love to swim. Swimming is the closest thing to, like, flying. And I love any trips we've gone on where we've been on a boat, we've always had schools of dolphins that have come up to our boat, which is really amazing. And I think I'm meant to be one. That's my best dolphin sound. Kelsey does a really good dolphin sound, don't you, Kelsey? That's why I hired her. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, over here. I'm telling you, my feet are sweating like crazy, and my shoes are falling off. Can I change my shoes? Don't worry, I won't disappoint. I have a white pair. Yes, sweetheart.
All right, so I know there's kind of the common question of if you could be on any other pop culture franchise, what would you pick? But my question is, if you could send Captain Jack to any other pop culture universe to have some fun, where do you think that he would want to go? Or where would you want him to go?
Shoes are hard when you're sweaty, right? Let me just get they're a bit higher, so let me get my balance right. There we go. Where would I send Captain Jack it's actually an easy question. You ready?
Yes.
Supernatural. He would have a good time. I've always said that I'd love to be the human incarnation of the Impala, the car. And do you know why?
Because they're healthy.
Because then I could say all the boys have been in me. That got 3 applause. That joke sucked. Anyway, yeah, Supernatural. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, over here. Don't get nervous now. You shouted out dog earlier, and now you stand up and you can't speak.
Because I know you like your dog, so I just thought, oh, well, he loves
Oh no, I love my dogs, don't get me wrong. I love my dogs, but if I had like a fantasy animal, dolphin, right?
I just felt more confident because at least I had a reason for what I was saying.
You still have a reason for what you're saying. Go.
What would you say is a common misconception about one of your favorite characters that you played, either Jack or Merlin or whoever?
That's so serious. What is a common misconception?
Yeah. Well, like, I would usually go on rants about how people misinterpret Captain Kirk, like the sort of the understanding of him as...
That's not a very good argument you're doing right now.
Misunderstanding of him...
This doesn't work.
Misunderstanding of him as a womanizer when he's kind of a serial monogamist. Like, he falls in love with all these characters throughout the story, and anyway. The point being, is there anything like that for any of your characters?
God. It's only an hour-long show, isn't it? I don't think there's any misconceptions about Jack or Malcolm Merlin. I mean, one's clearly a hero and the other's clearly an asshole. Right? So there's not much that I would say is wrong. I would, however, if I were to argue a point, Malcolm Merlin wouldn't have sacrificed himself. Not for even his daughter. He would have gone up to her and went, honey, don't move. I just want you to know that I love you. And then run off and let her blow up. Right? But, anyway, Captain Jack, some people think he's bad. No, he's just real. He wants to save humanity and the planet like the Doctor does, and if he has to get rid of somebody in order to do that, he will do it, whereas the Doctor will try to figure out how to save everybody. And that's why Jack's like, really, Doc? Really? You want to do that? And that's why the Doctor's like, you're not possible. Thank you. Yeah, great. Next question, over to the other side. I've never been to the other side. I'm a gold star.
Oh, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
No, only 4 people got that joke. It is Orlando. I'm joking. I used to listen, I've been out here. I love Orlando.
Would you want to be on David Tennant's new podcast that he's been doing?
If I'm asked.
Well, I mean...
No, but see, this is the thing everybody thinks. Just go ask him. It doesn't work like that. Because it's not solely always up to him. I'm sure it's not solely always up to him, but there's maybe producers, whatever. And I don't like to go and ask people favors like that, because then it looks like desperate from me.
I just figured you want to be alone in a room with him for a while.
Where do you think I was last night? Why do you think I'm walking funny? I know Georgia really well. I'm here. Yeah, no, if they asked me, I would do it. It's like anything. If I'm asked, I will seriously consider it because I like to do things because I enjoy them. I have fun doing them. And David and I have a laugh no matter what we do. You know, even if it's behind, you haven't seen us behind the scenes.
Only what you told
Even
us.
today. Did you see the post that I did?
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Me trying to teach him how to floss?
So you taught
He might be good looking, he might be David Tennant, but he can't fucking move, I'll tell you that. Thank you, my love.
Thank you.
Why don't you tweet or text the podcast? Do that. In fact, if everybody did that today, he'd be like, what's going on? Have John Barrowman on as a guest. Blah, 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 blah.
I think he'd know where it came
He'd be
from.
like, Barrowman. Yes.
I'd actually really like to know about, you were in the producers.
I was.
Well, like, what was it like doing that, singing like a pretty iconic song from that show?
It was awesome. I'm not singing it for you.
Wasn't asking.
Good. Because that will end up as a meme online and I'll go to prison. In a TARDIS suit. It was awesome. Mel Brooks was amazing. And the one thing was, I did a convention in Germany. I think I've told you this before, but I did a convention in Germany. I came out and some guy stood up and he went, "We love you here in Germany. Please sing Springtime for Hitler." I went, "Are you crazy?" So no. But I had fun. I was blonde. Blondes do have more fun. However, I can see your roots. We've known each other a long time. I know the carpet doesn't match the curtains. Anyway, look at your other friend, your cider friend, she's like that. Because she knows it's true. Anyway.
Hi, John.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
No, it's just because I love you guys because you let me have such a fun time with you. No one, other people let me do that. It's amazing. Yes.
I was wondering, you are probably one of the most charismatic entertainers right now, not just as an actor, as a singer. Would you consider producing a Netflix special where you talk to people just like you're doing now, maybe perform some musical numbers? Is that something you would want to do?
Well, let me say this to you. The audience that I'd be performing for is very specific, which is my fan family of sci-fi and genre television. I don't think the greater audience from Netflix would get that, because I'm not a stand-up comedian, right? All of my jokes are built around stuff that I just burped, that I know you know, right? So it'd be a little difficult. We have gone to Netflix, but just watch. It's not going to be like this, but we're doing it anyway. Just watch. Song and dance is something that you probably wouldn't expect from me, but it's something that I know would be on Netflix, okay? That's all I'm saying. I can't tell you anymore or I'll get in big trouble. Okay? But you better make sure you subscribe. Yes, over here.
Hello, so my question is, if you could have Malcolm Merlin team up with any villain, Arrow villain, dead or alive, who would it be?
Let them switch. I'm gonna look at your roots. Look at mine. Mine are gray, right? Well, you know what that means. Oh, 3 people. Thank you. Yes, who would I let him team up with? You want to know what I thought about? I've already told you, first half hour of the show. I would like Malcolm actually to team up with his son. With Tommy. But bring Tommy to the dark side. Because if you have ever read the comic book that my sister and I wrote, the Malcolm Merlin backstory, you also know that there's another son out there who's twice as evil as Malcolm. So if the 3 of them got together, they'd be what we call in the musical world a triple threat. I don't know if I'd want to team them up with any other villains who are dead, and also I'd love them to bring Nissa to the dark side. Yeah, because she's got that dark side in her. Because that one time when I said to her about, I might get it wrong here, but there was a fight we were doing, and he said something about her girlfriend and how it was wrong, right? And me, which was really ironic as like the biggest gay man. And I said to them, I said, that's awesome, that line, because that's so something I would never say, but I have to spit it out at her. Your father would never love you because of your relationship with that woman. Something like that. So I'd love Nissa to get back, go be evil with him, then kill him. No. Thank you, hon. Yes?
Can I just say, you look very fabulous.
I know.
So if you could transport yourself, you specifically, into the world of a like sci-fi or any series you're interested in.
I'm already the best ones on the planet. Why do I want to go anywhere else but back on the TARDIS? Or killing people with a bow and arrow? Go on, man.
Oh, but you were a background character and not...
Hold on a second. What? Yeah, write the fan fiction and shut up.
You could transport yourself into one of those worlds, but you had to be a background character who had no relationships or knew at all any of the main characters. Would you do it? And what series would it be?
Well, the answer's no. Because there's only one star in this family, and it's me. No, I don't know. Like, be a background character? Like, who doesn't speak?
Maybe you're like in the background for one scene.
I'm in the background for one scene. I hate you.
I hate you too.
No, don't hate yourself. Love yourself. I'd be one of the extra ducks on Scrooge McDuck. But I'd somehow find a way to do this. You're talking shite, old man. Well, that didn't go down very well, did it? Thank you, yes.
Hi, what are the best memories that you have on working on the Doctor Who set?
Having sex with David in the TARDIS. Next.
Hello. Trying to see how close to the mic.
How close you get? How old are you?
23.
23. Well, just hold on to it and pretend it's me.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome for that.
Last time you were here, I don't remember when that was.
Well, bye then.
Last time you were here, you were talking about how your dream was to be the Man of La Mancha, and I was wondering how that.
Did I? Had I been drinking? No, that was one of the musicals that I would probably want to play because I was getting close to the age to be able to play it, right? Yeah. Did the dream? Are you asking me if the dreams ever come true?
Or if you've heard anything about it, or.
Do you follow me online?
I just started.
You've just started? Well, go back and look because it ain't fucking happened yet, all right? No, it hasn't happened. No.
Any closer to that?
No. Too busy with television.
That's right.
However, there is a musical in the works at the moment, but I can't tell you what it's for.
Thank
You're welcome. Yes, over this side. Hello, my love. Here, come up here. This mic's too tall. Come over this way. Where's mom? Or dad? Where are they? Wave. Oh, they don't want to. They're not waving, hon. You're coming home with me. She's shaking her head. How many want to trade places with her? There you go. I'm kidding. I'm not going to take you home. Don't worry. She pulled her hand away. Where's mom and dad? Okay for her to be up here? Okay. See, your dad said okay. Come over here. Don't be afraid. Turn around and face them. Well, what's your question?
What do you like about Captain Jack as your character?
Don't step back because there's stairs right there. So just turn and face them while I answer the question, okay? There you go, good girl. What do I like about Captain Jack Harkness? I like the fact that he's a hero. I like the fact that he likes both boys and girls and he doesn't care. I like the fact that he is someone who can, you know, die to save everything and then come back to life. You don't watch Torchwood, do you? No, you're way too young. You like him from Doctor Who, right? That would be a no. Have you seen Captain Jack and Doctor Who?
No.
Did your mom ask you to ask that question? No. How do you know Captain Jack then?
My dad.
Hey, Daddy. What's your dad's name?
Richard.
Richard. How old are you?
9.
She's 9, everybody. Richard, do you have a nickname? That's why I asked you. Anyway, does your dad want any other questions answered? No? Tell your daddy he's a big chicken, okay? Thank you, sweetheart. I'm not going to say any more about that, but my brother had a teacher in high school, and his name was Mr. Head. Richard Head.
Did you watch Golden Girls?
Did I watch Golden Girls? Yes.
Who's your favorite Golden Girl and which one do you think you're most like?
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You all think I'm like Blanche. My husband Scott is more like Blanche, but a little quieter. I'm, what? No, my mother's Sophia. Right?
Are you Dorothy then?
I am Dorothy. Yeah. I'm Dorothy with a hint of Blanche. Yeah. Do you watch it?
A little bit with my mom.
With your mom. Who are you?
I don't even know.
That's okay. You'll find yourself one day. We all do. You'll find your inner golden girl. How old are you?
21.
Oh yeah, you should have found yourself by now. Kidding. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, over here.
Hey, John.
Hi.
First of all, I love the suit.
Thank you.
And
you can buy it online, right? And then I have my girls Elhofer Design, who do all of my blinging, right? And I don't know if you saw, but the inside is all bling too. Do you want to see it? Shut up. And you know what's great about it? If your back is itchy, those Swarovski crystals itch your back. Sometimes they cut you too. Oh, shut up. She says in a good way. I love you. Okay, yes.
I'd buy one myself, but I don't think I could pull it off like you could.
I think you could. Have confidence in yourself. You can pull off anything. Look at you. You're wearing pajamas. I love you already. You want to come join me tonight? Because what I'm doing is going to my hotel, getting naked, getting in my bed, and watching television. Oh no, I'm serious.
So
So anyway, not gonna say anything. Yes.
So to piggyback on the question earlier, who's your favorite Game of Thrones character?
Shut up. What? Say it again.
And why is it Tyrion Lannister?
I'll let you write fan fiction about that one. I don't I like all of them. I like all of them because and the one thing that it's like with Torchwood or Doctor Who, you all can find one of the characters and find a bit of yourself in them, and that's what I love about Game of Thrones. I don't dislike. I mean, Cersei. I love. It's like Malcolm. I love to hate her. I love to hate him. Because you can get why she's doing it for her family. Don't know why she's sleeping with her brother. That's kind of weird. But you can get. And I love that she's so blatantly evil and like cutthroat. That's just the way it is, right? Best death ever, Joffrey. I mean, come on.